of focus. The Lions are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Eagles team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Doing there is he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards to go on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. All right, here we go. Leopard. Green 39. Green 39. 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Try the end around. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. And the back goes into motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And now here's a carry heading left. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard! Check safety! Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. They're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The play clock's running down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Fielded just inside the 30. Avoids him at the 40. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Boom. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now look at 56.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. They'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right near the 39. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Gone! Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landing!
Now a handoff looking right. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, design run for their wideout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So we've reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they try the right side here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Back there. Here we go. Here we go now. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. No. Here we go. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Back there. Philly. Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there.
Detroit! Detroit now! No, check, Patriot! Set! No, check! Watching him,
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Gun! Let's go! Over! Back down to that Philly! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw.
That was a good run, probably right on the end.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right at the line of scrimmage.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Detroit!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Leopard.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
He'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. In the red zone this time.
Double tight, guys, double tight. God, back there in that belly. Here we go. Set. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps